Welcome back to Monster Jam Science Series number 12. I'm your host, Green Jova, and this is round one of Monster Truck Racing. You got quite the lineup, although they're not on the track. They're already set up for racing because I forgot that I set them up for intros, but the track is pretty much the same, except we got a down ramp now, speed bump there, and that's my failed attempt at recoloring the track. I ran out of paint and I'm kind of on a tight budget right now. But I promise it'll be a different color next time series. But yeah, that's the track. Not much to it. Just want to destroy what's left of it. And that's why there's a bunch of heavy metal trucks. And I hope the fan's not too loud in the background. It's hot as crap in here. Like, I was working on the track last night and I was sweating bullets. But anyways, enough rambling. Here's your field of trucks. Mark Wolf 05 Studios and Gravedigger. Devin Treat and Gravedigger Red Primer. Pinchy 08 and Son of a Digger. Eli Watson Max D. Monster Jam Fox 68 and JCB Digatron. Out the Box Diecast and Lucas Stabilizer. Kenny D MJ Fan 1223 and El Toro Loco. Cairo Harrison and Zombie. Caden Wilson and Landing Gear. Monster JBM and Spider-Man. Xavier Singleton and Mohawk Warrior. Wyatt Matt and NEA Police. Collector Racing and Blue Thunder. Nathan Webb and Nightwalker. Introvert Drew and Destroyer. Roanoke Spotting and Bigfoot. Cody Armstrong and Snakebite. Wyatt Lloyd and Equalizer. Jacob E03 and Avenger. Shadow vs. Ghost and Mayhem. Mayhem Fan 43 and Tailgater. Hobby Buddy 99 and Twisted Addiction. Eli Curie 21 and Uproar. And Antonio Rodriguez III in Terminal Velocity. I guess one other different thing about the track is the lanes are more separated. Anyways, let's get started. We got Uproar in the white lane taking on NEA Police in the green lane. Problems for Uproar, and NEA will advance to round number 2. Alright, up next in round 1, excuse me. We got the all-new Identity Landing Gear in the white lane, taking on Equalizer in the green lane. You saw this truck in the last time series. Well, they decided to come back after acquiring a metal chassis, since O's really kicked butt here. Let's see if it works in his favor. Down they go. And problems for Equalizer and Landing Gear. The new kid on the block will advance to round 2. And I'm already sweating, and I've only been here for a few minutes. Alright, next up, we got Twisted Addiction in the white lane, taking on Mohawk Warrior in the green lane. Not much to say here, let's just go. Problems for Mohawk Warrior and Twisted Addiction will advance to round 2. Alright, next up, we got Avenger taking on JCB Tigatron. You know, I was watching in whichever World Finals this body ran. I think it was 2005, 2004. Yeah, it was 2005. Saw this Avenger and I thought, you know what, why don't I run this the next time series? You know, why not? It's been a while. Anyways, Avenger, Digatron, down they go. Problems for Avenger and Digatron will advance to round 2. Alright, next up, in round 1, we got Snakebite taking on Gravedigger Red Primer. The only Hot Wheels chassis taking on the only retro chassis. This should be good. Let's go racing. And problems for Snakebite and Gravedigger will advance to round 2. Alright, next up in round 1, the Amazing Spider-Man taking on Terminal Velocity. Down they go. And they actually made it to the end this time. Terminal Velocity trying to climb the hill, but just couldn't make it. Giving up the win to Spider-Man. And decided to run Spider-Man again in honor of the real one returning for, like, what, the 4th time? How many times has this truck gone away and come back? I don't know. Anyways, moving on in round 1, Lucas Stabilizer taking on Max D. And problems for Max D and Lucas Stabilizer will advance to round 2. Alright, moving on in round 1. We got Blue Thunder taking on El Toro Loco. And in case you're wondering, this is just a chassis swap with one of the Sheer Madness Megalodons or Ghost Crew, I think. I don't remember. The transparent Megalodon with a metal chassis with a Blue Thunder body slapped on it. Anyways, Blue Thunder, El Toro Loco, down they go. Problems for Blue Thunder, and El Toro Loco will advance to round 2. Alright, next up, we got the Red Zombie taking on former world champion Tailgater. When I say former world champion, I mean on this channel, not real life. Down they go. Problems for Zombie, and Tailgater gets the win. The Gator takes down the Undead. And we're just about done with round 1 here, with Bigfoot taking on the Destroyer. Battle of the Fords, red versus blue, Pepsi versus Coke. Let's go racing. And Destroyer cutting off Bigfoot, only for Bigfoot to get around him and take the win. What a finish for Bigfoot. This particular one struggled in the last time series. He seems to have worked out the kinks. Although it's just round 1, it's still early. Alright, next up for round 1, 2 second generations here. Son of a Digger, Cyber Flare, I think it is. Yeah, Cyber Flare, Son of a Digger, taking on Mayhem. Let's go green. And what a finish by both trucks, but Mayhem will advance to round 2. And last race of round 1, Battle of the Black and Green Wrecking Machines. We got Gravedigger taking on the Nightwalker. They both got metal chassis. Who wears it better? And it's going to be the Nightwalker, as Gravedigger goes for the triple, trying to start freestyle early. Alright, no fast losers, so we're just going to get right into round 2. So we got Landing Gear taking on NEA. The Fighter Jet taking on the futuristic police car. Let's go green. And Landing Gear fought the Law, but the Law won. NEA Police advancing to round 3. Moving right along, round 2, Twisted Addiction taking on JCB Digatron. And problems for Twisted Addiction and JCB Digatron will advance. Seems like the white lane's acting up, because first Landing Gear, now Twisted Addiction. Well, let's see what Spider-Man and Gravedigger can do. And here we go, Spider-Man taking on Gravedigger. Red Primer. And it's going to be Spider-Man swinging his way to victory. Gravedigger unable to keep up. So far, so good, I must say. And it's also possible that both Twisted Addiction and Landing Gear are so eager to smash that tin pan that I tried to paint, but the paint I was using ran out. Alright, these two trucks came from the same case. Lucas Stabilizer taking on El Toro Loco. Didn't Cynthia once drive El Toro Loco? I don't remember. I don't know. And it's gonna be El Toro Loco. Alright, it's a Midwest matchup. Or a Missouri matchup, to be more specific. With Bigfoot taking on Tailgater. The problems for Bigfoot and Tailgater will advance to round 3. Well, it's looking good for the Feld trucks, with only 2 indies left. Yeah, I consider Nightwalker an independent truck since I created it. But anyways, both of these trucks, they got that dark and gritty vibe to it. Kind of that heavy metal vibe too. Nightwalker, Mayhem, let's go racing. And Mayhem takes down the Nightwalker, advancing to round 3. And it appears we will have a fast loser race after this. I mean, it's just 6 trucks. But yeah, four Feld trucks and 2 independents. This ought to be good. And here we go, round number 3. NEA taking on JCB. Digatron taking on NEA Police. Let's go. Problems for Digatron, but despite that, despite having problems on the way down, still manages to catch up and take down NEA. Alright, next up, in round 3, Spider-Man taking on El Toro Loco. Yeah, Spider-Man looking good. Aw, I spoke too soon. El Toro Loco takes the win. And the final race of round 3, Mayhem taking on Tailgater. And it's gonna be Mayhem. Alright, the only fast loser race. 3 trucks with only 1 winner. We got Mohawk Warrior, Blue Thunder, and Twisted Addiction, who's making it into the semifinals. And it's going to be Blue Thunder. Yep. Alright, this is the semifinals, and this is quite a colorful matchup. As the tires and all that. Decatron taking on El Toro Loco. Tristan England's first truck taking on his latest truck. I forget he started in El Toro Loco. For any new fans, yeah, he started in El Toro Loco in 2016. Anyways, is enough of that. Let's go. And going to the finals is El Toro Loco. And who's going to be facing El Toro Loco in the finals? Will it be Mayhem or will it be Blue Thunder? And problems for Blue Thunder, and Mayhem is making it to the finals. Alright, it's all come down to this. 2 trucks, but only 1 winner. Racing out of the white lane, representing Team Scream, is Shadow vs. Ghost and Mayhem. And in the green lane, celebrating 25 years, is Kenny DMJ Fan 1203 and El Toro Loco. Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to lose. And we're ready to go green. And getting his 3rd win of the season, it's El Toro Loco. Yeah, that's right, El Toro Loco has done it again for the 3rd time. He was absolutely on fire at the beginning of the year. Back in January, I can't believe how long it's been. It almost feels like yesterday, but at the same time, 1,000 years. I don't know, nothing has made sense this year. But anyways, congratulations to Kenny, the MJ Fan, and El Toro Loco. And good luck to you in Triple Threat Racing, which is next. Can you double down? Or will Mayhem take his revenge?